Welcome back to Port Elizabeth, the beautiful city. This is part 32. And following on our tour of Mill Park, I've decided to look around Park Drive, which basically joins Mill Park area to St. George's Park, and Park Drive, which is the road that circles it. So this is looking down Park Lane, and there's a building you can see on the left that we're going to take a closer look at, as well as the double story beyond it. And note the smoke ring in the sky here. I think it stays with us. So there it's above. So this was an oldish mansion-y place on Park Drive, which was in the process of being restored, and I can confirm that this later became Savage's, which is a very successful and upmarket tea room or restaurant, really. Quite a credit. I think they did a fairly good job of retaining the character of the place. So this was Savage's in the making. And that's the view down Park Drive towards Park Lane. Actually should be, not Park Drive, towards Cape Road. And more lovely little houses on the right. But this one is particularly interesting. It's called Wuthering Heights, and there's now 4 flats, but it probably was initially a big mansion. And across the road are these businesses. Now, that one on the right is a Thai restaurant called Natty's Thai Kitchen. So we've got this interesting juxtaposition of early 20th century houses, and then these towering blocks behind. And this is an interesting place, the Roman Catholic complex. Takes up the block between Upper Dickens Street and Target Kloof. We'll go back to that later, but it sort of lends itself to this kind of wide-angle lens. There's that cluster of semi-detached cottages and a great gable there. So that's the whole Roman Catholic precinct we'll have a look at later, because we head down Upper Dickens Street, which actually runs up from Richmond Hill. So here we go down Dickens Street. I think it's Upper Dickens Street. And some interesting houses. And across Cape Road, so it continues down that way. But I don't think I'll go too much further. So heading up the street again. Back to this magnificent pile, as it were. And now those semi-detached cottages. See, the smoke ring is still up there. Apparently part of this complex is now a retirement village. But it is the Catholic diocese I see there. So there was a nice art gallery in one of these buildings here at some point. Didn't last too long, but and even this is quite interesting in its own right. Certainly not historic, but I like that curved building. Kind of almost Art Deco, I guess. Yeah, there's the former art gallery. So there's nice places on this street, heading up towards Five Ways, which is the intersection, a big intersection with Cape Road. So that's Cape Road, and there's even beyond there are some nice older buildings, which I haven't really explored much. You can see them just there. I think this is called Park Lane still. And then heading up Rosebery Avenue. So after the intersection with Cape Road, it intersects again here with that King George Street, I think, road. Yeah, King George's and Rosebery Avenue. And there's that Catholic setup. So then heading back around this curve towards Park Lane, with the Catholic diocese on the right here. And I think we're back to Wuthering Heights. Yep. And that's it. So just gone dead